as we were just alluding to, talking about the leaked Avengers trailers, the newest one has now come out in all of its potato form glory. The newest version of the Avengers Doomsday trailer, this one focusing on the X-Men. As the folks over at Comic Book Movie say, Avengers Doomsday third teaser trailer leaks online and shows comic accurate Cyclops. And down here you see a little bit of a look of that potato version of him. And it's pretty cool. I mean, just the very fact that it features Patrick Stewart and Magneto, all gray, long hair.
And that's how the first X-Men opened.
Long beard. And I'll tell you what, Magneto's words in it.
Bro.
I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but he says, death is inevitable. We all die. I'm paraphrasing here. But the question isn't how you die. The question is who you are when you close your eyes. I'm like, oh, I got chills. I got chills hearing Magneto say that. And then it kind of fast forwards then to what a lot of people have been wanting, a comic book accurate looking Scott Summers Cyclops finally getting his justice in the full outfit that everybody wanted to see him in, pulling off the visor and letting loose the big optic blast. And clearly while there's an Armageddon going on around him. And then, of course, like all the other ones, X-Men will return in Avengers Doomsday, screen black, Avengers logo with the clock clicking down. I gotta tell you, man. Whereas the Captain America one left me lukewarm. I'm like, okay, sure. The Thor one was interesting. This one gave me chills. The Cap one didn't. The Thor one didn't. I like them both. Whatever. A little bit underwhelmed by the Cap one. Thor one was pretty good. But this one gave me chills. I loved it. And you know what? I saw another YouTuber, and I can't remember who it was. But they said, you know what? Fine, Marvel. You win. He goes, I've been saying this whole thing is just a nostalgia thing. It is. And it works. He said, you win. I was wrong. This really works, because he watched the X-Men trailer and is like, you get just all the giblies and the pubes start to stand up, and it's just a good freaking time watching it. And it got me excited, man. As somebody who knows everything that happens in Avengers Doomsday, watching this got me excited. I couldn't believe how cool of a thing they made in just one little minute. It's not even a real trailer. So I gotta say, out of all the three, this is the one. This is the one that has actually really impressed me, that I really liked a lot, and has actually got me excited, whereas the other ones are fine. They are what they are. But this was great. Anyway, Rob, you had a chance to watch this little teaser that is now out there and floating around. What did you think about this X-Men Doomsday trailer?
Like you, I think all three of these trailers have shown us something that is incredibly important. And that is what kind of movie they're making. What is the tone of this movie? What is the intent of this movie? And look, I've made no bones about the fact that I think Infinity War and Endgame are two of the finest, not just superhero movies, but fantasy films in general ever made. They're never going to get their due because of their superhero movies, but they're incredible films. They're incredible fantasy films. And you've got the Russo brothers coming back. You have Kevin Feige and everybody at Marvel knowing that the last 5 years just didn't work. Some things have been fun.
Yeah.
But they really just didn't work. These three trailers, and to be fair, I have not seen the X-Men trailer, but I think it would be fair to say that you and I know the meaning of these trailers.
Yes.
That would be a fair thing to say. And if you were to look at these trailers and extrapolate what a full movie that has the intent and tone of these trailers might be like, I think we're in for a real treat on December 18th. I have to say, Boss Logic did a Doomsday poster.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
He's done a couple. He's done a couple. But the one he did of the one with the Dune logo saying Doomsday with the thing, and then the whole the sand, it was awesome. And I'm like, hire this guy. Why aren't they starting the hype and the Doomsday hype? But That's what these trailers have done. They have told us what kind of movie we're going to see. And the thing about the Steve Rogers trailer is it didn't go anywhere by design. It just told us that Steve Rogers, who is the heart and soul of the MCU, is coming back. And then it told us that Thor is going to get involved in some epic, godlike, Asgardian, whatever it is. You know, I mean, he's going to please, Father, power of Odin, give it to me.
So here's that one.
Oh, I haven't even seen that one.
Doomsday.
That's another one.
These are all Boss
Doomsday.
Logic. And then there's this
that's
one.
the one I saw. That's my favorite. That's my
Boss
favorite.
Logic doesn't exist.
And then there's one more.
I
And
even
this one's really cool too.
Yeah, but I like the middle one. I
Yeah.
tweeted to Boss Logic. I said, bro, get the studio on this right away because
You remember we had him on the show?
Yeah, you
like
interviewed him.
a year or two ago. We
yeah,
had him on
he
the
was
show with us.
great.
Yeah.
He's great. He's very talented. He knows what's up. But I got to tell you, like the fact that they show Scott Summers. First of all, everyone knows he got jobbed in the X-Men movies. Sorry, Brian, but he got jobbed.
The biggest mistake they made and I like the original X-Men films, most of them, but that was always the one big catch that they totally blew Scott Summers.
I have to say, James Marsden has continued to turn in great work for the better part of more than a quarter century.
Yeah.
He's great in Paradise.
He's wonderful.
On the set of Superman Returns, that guy, what a quality human being. I've always loved him. And to see him first of all, getting that Jim Lee, Cyclops' Jim Lee outfit, the height of Jim Lee's powers, doing that new outfit, awesome.
The one he wore in the original X-Men comic book or the original X-Men cartoon series.
Yes, of course. And when he tears off, and he unleashes his optic blast with that expression on his face, that's Marvel's going, we know. The X-Men, we didn't get to do the X-Men. You've seen a little taste. You got a little Kelsey Grammer. You got a little Beast. You got a little Charles Xavier. It's cool. But we know, and we're going to show you. You know what we're going to show you? We're going to show you the Scott Summers you wanted to see for 25 years, but you never quite got.
That classic cover
They knew. They gave us the Scott Summers that everybody hoped to see. That's not nostalgia. That's a dream fulfilled.
Yeah.
That is a dream. And for me, as an X-Men fan, look at it. Come on.
Well,
on.
You knew when we got Logan dressed like that they were going to go all the way. So.
And just let me tell you, when I saw that this little lifelong, X-Men to me is what Star Trek is. They're the comic book equivalent of what Star Trek is to me. I love the X-Men so much. And when I saw that, I'm just like, count me in, son. Put me in, coach. I'm telling you, and imagine, they're going to deliver on this promise for 3 hours.
And listen, that part was great, and I loved it. But Rob, let me ask you a John Campea trivia question. Who is John Campea's all-time favorite comic book character?
Magneto.
Oh my God! And
who did they? And you got it. And you got Ultimate Magneto.
Ultimate Magneto, and the way just to start off with him narration and giving that, and I am looking forward to seeing Magneto say, "I'm the boss, bitch."
And you and I might know.
Woo! And to see him sitting there with Charles, just him and Charles again, and like holding hands as they're playing chess.
By the way, this is the triptych cover of X-Men 1 when they rebooted.
I remember going to the comic shop and buying all three.
All three covers. Now imagine if you were finally able to see, maybe you're not going to get all of these X-Men, but again, this is a tone. And that Scott Summers cover, that tone, the tone of that Scott Summers is the tone of this Jim Lee cover. And dude, I can't wait. I don't care. The hype is real. We know it's real. We know they got King Kong. We know. I can't wait. It's like when Kevin Bacon was talking about like fascism and JFK, and he says, Kevin Bacon's like, people gots to know. Well, let me tell you, that's a really weird reference to me.
Can I tell you this too? This is a side note to this. Because I have now had no less than 3 different individuals contact me who have the full rundown of the entire Avengers Doomsday thing. 3 separate ones. I was actually talking to a friend of mine yesterday, and I said, by July, I think the whole internet's going to know, because I'm already kind of stunned how many people in our circles know about it and know everything that's happening in it, which makes me chuckle when I see some theories out there. That's so wrong. But I mean, it's disseminating so quickly, and it ain't going to come from me, but it's disseminating so quickly that I'm thinking by July, everybody is probably going to know everything. And you know what? Here's the thing. I already know everything.
Right. Me too.
And ask me if it has taken away any. Somebody asked me this on the show the other day. Has it removed any of your enthusiasm or excitement then to see it? No, no, it hasn't. It's only made me 10 times more excited to see this movie now. And who knows, Rob, I'm going to throw this out there. I'm not as convinced about this as I was about Marvel purposely leaking these trailers. I'm not going to be terribly surprised to find out that Marvel was leaking this information too. Because maybe they know that sheep idiots like me are just going to get more excited about the movie when they hear about it.
Look, we're all going to get accused of. I'm looking forward to the. Hey, right, you're just a Marvel shill. Yeah. I'm like, look, man. All I want is Hot Toys figures, and the Hot Toys figures from this upcoming movie are probably going to cost in excess of $10,000. That's the only way you could get me to shill for Marvel. Is I can get Hot Toys figures. They're not sending me any.
You're not getting anything. No.
I'm not getting any. So I'm not shilling. I choose to be excited about things, and when you know about stuff that's exciting, look, I get excited for every James Bond movie because I love James Bond. And I don't care. I get excited, but I don't know much about James Bond movies. With something like this, the information that we possess, I'm more excited about this movie than I have been. Now, I'm excited about Project Hail Mary in a different way, but those two films, I mean, I've read the book Project Hail Mary, so I know what we're getting. I know everything I'm getting. But I can't wait for this. I can't wait. I can't wait for this movie. I can't wait. And I'll tell you something else that these trailers show us. There's a reason why we're getting the X-Men, Steve Rogers, and Thor. Because all of those things, I mean, when the X-Men was good, like Days of Future Past, to me, Days of Future Past as a matter of fact, I'm adding it to my playlist. I'm now going to watch Days of Future Past, I'm going to watch Infinity War, and I'm going to watch Endgame before I go in to see Doomsday. That's what
I still
I'm
think
watch.
Days of Future Past is a top 10, maybe top 6 or 7 best comic book movie ever made.
Oh, I totally agree.
I love that movie.
I totally agree. And Roberta Flack's song is in it.
By the way, you chose a very apropos color to wear today with all of our Doomsday.
There you go. By the way, I'm team Doom all the way.
Nice. I just want to shout out because we kind of missed it. I did bring it up on screen, but one superfan, X-Men superfan gave 50 memberships out. So thank you.
Oh my God, 50?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then EJ10 also gave out one. So thank you to both of you.
Thank you guys. And again, for holy crap. You know what? I was already planning on doing it this week. I'm going to be doing a channel members town hall meeting. So now we're going to have a whole bunch more channel members to do it. Thank you guys for that. All right, guys, what do you think about this little leak trailer? I listen, I've been fairly underwhelmed by I like them. Don't get me wrong. But this is the one that's actually got me really excited. I love this one. What did you think about this X-Men leaked trailer for Avengers Doomsday? Whatever you guys thought, jump down to the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.